It's time again for another Beckett's Idea in Tech. This is for April 10th, 2016. I've been trying to keep these to about 3 minutes. This one's going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to go through Google Forms today. So Google Forms is a Google app, and it's very useful for any type of data collection, surveys. I've seen people using it to track learning skills within their classroom. And in fact, it's what I'm using right now when someone comes down to the office. I give you a little bit of feedback, and it automatically generates that PDF that's coming back to your email. That's also all done through Google Forms. So to get a Google Form, you click the new, you come on over to Forms, Google Forms, and up comes the Google Form screen. So on here, we're going to call this the BIIT survey. All right, so there we go. Complete this survey so I can make better bits. Bites, I guess. I go up here, I title it, see how that automatically did that. So it's lots of different types of questions. We can do short answer, paragraph questions, multiple choice. Some people use this for true and false also. Check boxes, so check all that apply. Drop down, so this is like a drop down menu. You click on it and a bunch of different objects appear. Linear scale I'll show you after. Multiple choice grid is pretty cool because it's like a table that has information across the top and information down the side, and you check, oh, it matches this, it matches that. You can also put the date and the time automatically in there. So the first one I'm going to do is, do you watch the BIITs? Question mark. I'm going to keep this as multiple choice. All the time. Enter. Some of the time. Enter. Never. I can also add in this other, which I'm going to do right now, which will give you like an extra spot on the bottom if one of the options along the side was in the multiple choice was not enough for you. Maybe there's something you wanted to add there. You could. I'm going to make this required so you can't submit this particular survey without doing this question. I'm going to add another question. Next one is, do you think the BIITs are useful for a classroom teacher? So again, you could use this as an exit slip very easily on your Chromebooks. Something that you could use, that's kind of what I'm going to be using it for here. I'm going to select this now as a linear scale. I can adjust that scale to be out of 10 if I wanted to. I'm going to make it out of 5 here, make it easy. Number 1 is not useful if you scored a 1, and extremely useful on a 10, and you can see, whoops, so I spelled that correctly. There we go. Again, I'm going to make that a required question. If I wanted this to be the first question on my survey, I can also just click and drag it up and down. I can adjust the order of the questions. I'm going to make one third one here. What are some topics you would like me to cover? I'm going to choose this one to be a paragraph question, and so you can put your own information in there. Now I can change the colors if I wanted to and make it look a little pretty. In fact, I can even put in my own. They do have some themes and stuff in here too, so let's put the jelly bean theme in here to make it look a little bit cooler. There we go. And now I'm ready to send. So I press the send button. I can email this. I can send it as a link, or I can embed it into a website. So let's say you're using a Edublog, for instance, you could put it right into there. Also notice across the top, automatically collects respondents' Rainy River District School Board username. So if you want it to be anonymous, leave this open. If you want to know who answered the question, you can either, or the survey, you can either put it in as a question in your survey, which I recommend if you're trying to track their names. Also, you can leave it blank like this, which is what I'm going to do right now. And now these will be anonymous. So anyone who does fill this out, I won't know who's sending me the information. I'll just have the information. So it's completely anonymous. I'm going to click it as a link, and in fact, I'm going to shorten that link so it makes it a little bit prettier, a little bit easier to use. I'm going to go Control-C, and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to get out of here, and then I'm going to quickly put this in as an email if I wanted to. All right. teachers, please complete the survey. Put it in there. There's my Google form link. I press send, and away we go. Send now. There it is. So now it's right there in the first class. There's, because I sent it, it's going to allow me to edit it. But if I have this Google form now, I'm going to open the link. It's going to send me to here, and this is what you're going to see. So you jump on, you go all the time, you go, it's very useful. And this one here, let's say Google Classroom. And I'm going to put demo on here so that I know that it's me. I'm going to submit it, and away we go. So now what's really useful about this information is now that I come back to the actual survey that I created, see, this is where my editing screen is. I now have one response. I click on response. It's automatically generating graphs for me of my information. That's all right here. I can also click in the individual and see how they actually filled out the survey. And I can also click here, create a spreadsheet. We're going to create a new spreadsheet. And here we go. I have all the information here. It automatically timestamps it for me. And then it also gives me all the information that was on here. So wouldn't this be great if it was learning skills and you were tracking the individual learning skills on a Google form, and now it's report card time, and you have students' names and different examples of when they demonstrated different learning skills. Or for us, tracking discipline within the office, I have a list of times and names and different reasons for being in the office to allow us to track those things as well. So Google Forms allows us to do everything from exit slips and quizzes in our classrooms to just tracking data if we wanted to have it like that. It's very cool. It's very, very quick and very easy to use. And in the long run, it's going to make things a lot simpler for you once you get used to using it. In fact, I could even show you how to have a quiz on your Google form that's automatically marked for you. So that's pretty neat. That'll help to save you some time. So this has been a long version of the Beckett's Ideas in Tech, looking at Google Forms for April 10th, 2016.